Did Michael Burry really short $530 million worth of Tesla, or did the media get the story wrong? If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe. "2020 was pretty much the perfect year for Tesla and its CEO, Elon Musk. The company posted a 695% return on the year, helped by profitable quarters, a stock split, and inclusion into the S&P 500. Tesla crushed short sellers in 2020, though their unbelievable rise attracted the attention of Michael Burry. Sometime in the first quarter of 2021, Michael Burry's hedge fund, Scion Asset Management LLC, bought over 8,000 Tesla puts. You might know Michael Burry. He's one of the traders that was immortalized in the movie The Big Short, as his hedge fund made billions betting against the US mortgage market. More recently, Burry was in GameStop well before the stock exploded. The media widely reported the fact that Burry's hedge fund was short $530 million worth of Tesla. CNBC was one of those companies, as was the New York Post. As a matter of fact, Google and Twitter were soon overflowing with stories that were all reporting the same thing, that Burry had put 40% of his hedge fund into a Tesla short. The question, is Michael Burry's hedge fund really short over $500 million worth of Tesla? The answer, no. In reality, he has a small percentage of that amount at risk in this trade. The amount at risk likely ranges from less than 0.1% to somewhere in the neighborhood of 25% of what was reported by the media. So in order to find out what's going on, we need to look at Scion's 13F filing. Every quarter, the SEC requires that all institutional investment managers with at least $100 million in assets under management file something called a 13F, which will list most of a firm's positions. This includes all long call and put options. Here's Scion's Q1 2021 13F filing. As you can see, they had well more than $1 billion in assets as of the end of the quarter. Now let's look at their positions. So, when we look at Scion's 13F, we see that they had a put position in Tesla that translated into 800,100 shares at a total value of over $534 million. It says it right there in the filing. Michael Burry's fund bought 8,001 Tesla puts, and now they are showing that they are short the equivalent of 800,100 shares at a total value of $534 million. So, the media was right. Michael Burry is short $534 million worth of Tesla, which equals 40% of his total fund. Not so fast. The reality of the situation is likely much different, as we will soon see. Burry almost certainly has a fraction of that money at risk. When reporting their quarterly filings, hedge funds are instructed to report the nominal or notational value of their options positions. How do they arrive at these values? They multiply the total number of their call or put contracts by the closing price of the underlying asset as of the end of the quarter. So let's look at how this value was determined for Michael Burry's Tesla put position. We have 8,001 Tesla puts that Burry reported owning at the end of the first quarter. Each put gives Burry the right to sell 100 shares of Tesla at a specified price. So multiply 8,001 by 100 and you arrive at 800,100 shares. Finally, multiply 800,100 shares by Tesla's closing price at the end of the first quarter of 2021, which was $667.93, and you get a grand total of $534,410,793, which is identical to what was posted in the 13F filing. Once again, here's the 13F filing. As you can see, 800,100 shares for a total value of $534 million. Here's the issue. We don't know which Tesla puts that Burry bought. We don't know the strike price, and we don't know when they expire. Let's say that Burry was interested in 3 different Tesla puts that all expire in a year. Here we have the prices for Tesla $100, $300, and $630 puts, all of which expire in a year. As you can see, the prices vary dramatically. Let's say that he buys 8,001 of the 100 puts. That would be a total cost to Burry's fund of a little over $1 million. If he buys the 300 puts, he'll pay about $14 million. If he buys the 630 puts, which are at the money, he'll shell out about $113 million. As you can see, there's a tremendous difference in Burry's potential capital outlay depending on the strike price and expiry of these puts. If the puts expired in less than a year, Burry would have paid even less. So, technically Burry could have put on put positions in Tesla that were valued at far less than 0.1% of his total fund assets. The media definitely ran with this story. After all, it pits Elon Musk against Michael Burry, and it would be a much more interesting story if Burry was indeed short 40% of his fund in Tesla. The reality, however, is likely much, much different, and it wouldn't surprise me if Burry's Tesla put position was valued at less than 1% of his total fund assets.